giving cover, blocking the attack.
Oh god, the decisions I have to make.
Oh, Coltane would probably try to get us to not attack the two tieflings and at the very least leave peacefully, leaving two rather annoyed tieflings.
See, this is how we make enemies, you know? I'm sure like three sessions from now we're gonna end up fighting some gnolls or whatnot, and then those two tieflings are gonna run in. They're gonna have made a pact with like the gnolls that are like in this dungeon, and they're gonna come and beat the crap out of us.
We have a conflict of interests here. The thing is, Nima definitely does not trust these two. Winter obviously doesn't. Coltane, of course he does trust these two. He's just had a great chat with them and all that. Corvus is inanimate. Recht has been really quiet, and Massimo's blinking.
I guess Coltane's gonna have to try and
Calm Winter
stop
and Nima
Winter
down, probably.
Yep.
I'm
So
not saying Massimo's just standing there blinking stupidly. I'm saying he came in, he was asked a very direct question about whether he trusts these tieflings, like right openly in front of them. So he just kind of blinked like, what do you want me to say here?
Well, he hasn't said anything, so I've just been assuming he's been continuously blinking for the past while.
Well, I'm sure he has been blinking, otherwise he'd be getting dry eyes.
Some lizards
know,
lick their eyes.
Massimo isn't one of them.
Okay.
If you look at the tongue, it's not long enough. Or is it? Maybe it is long enough. Anyway.
Do we really know that? We don't really know that. Maybe that's what they do.
I suppose since I'm controlling both characters, I can take some luxuries here, and Coltane manages to push Winter's bow into the air before the shot goes off. He says, "Whoa! Whoa now. If you don't trust them, that's fine." And he turns to them over his shoulder and he says, "Look, it's not a racial thing, it's a adventure thing.
I'd beg to differ.
Circumstances and all." Well, you can beg all you want.
On numerous occasions, they pointed out specifically because we were tieflings.
No, you misunderheard them. He was saying you were tieflings because of the way you pronounce your T's. They sort of just jump out of your mouth.
You know, I think we're really gonna need an attorney after this. We're gonna get sued by like the association of like tieflings, the association of like racism and blah blah blah.
Only if they survive to tell their tale. Okay, so now Winter holds his fire, keeps a dirty look. He's trying to convince Coltane that it's just he says nothing.
Just 1 minute, please. And then they turn into like a... what do you call it? A cookies? What
A huddle?
Yeah, a huddle. And then they sort of discuss whether or not they should kill the tieflings.
Right in front of them?
Yeah, yeah. And then sort of give them a shoo away motion. Like, come
Look,
on.
says Coltane, we've lost the chance to party up with them, but we could just let them go on their way. They weren't going to attack. They could have attacked. They weren't going to attack.
They weren't going to attack because they knew that there was a battle going. It has nothing to do with the fact that they were 2 and Corvus was 1. They knew that there were other people coming. And what they were doing in a semi-dark room with a lantern on, avoiding all the other people attacking, is beyond me.
Yeah, brothers, they say. More like lovers, I say. Corvus just stands there. Massimo just blinks. Winter
Yeah,
agrees with Nidoran.
What?
What?
What are you talking about, Nidoran?
Nidoran? Who's Nidoran? Is that my cousin?
Your cousin? Yeah.
Yes.
Your very dead cousin.
She's whispering things in his ear. Winter gives Nidoran. He says, Coltain, your good-hearted stupidity can get in the way a lot. Chances are they're either average adventurers. They were very quick to offer to join, share the loot. Even if they're not with these gnolls, they're sketchy iffy. Sketchy iffy, says Coltain. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that word. Oh, I hate playing two people in a conversation.
The pierced tiefling appears to have moved. What are they doing during this conversation, by the way?
Well, one of them is just starting to pace a bit, but they're very obviously keeping their hands away from their swords.
Look, Coltain, says Winter. It's not going to take much to look through their bags and check for letters. That's all we need. They're very hesitant to let us do that. Within certain reason, I'll grant them. But we have the numbers, and we want to live. Just let us check their bags. Coltain thinks about this. Were you going to say something?
I was just wondering if perhaps we could try bribing them to look into their bags. I don't, like, maybe Coltain would try bribing them to look into the bags, just because that kind of looks like one of the last diplomatic options. Be like, as an apology, if we don't find anything that marks you as someone trying to kill us, here's X amount of money.
Well, I don't know about offering the money, but yeah, Coltain's gonna roll it. Coltain agrees with Winter, begrudgingly, that, you know, just to keep everyone happy, possibly without killing anyone. So no one's gonna be happy, but no one's gonna get killed, hopefully. He turns to the tieflings, and rolling in diplomacy, he's gonna say, look, I really can't control my friends. I trust you. I suppose our partner in up's no longer an option, but checking your bags, it's not so much hard, is it? Just to prove you're normal adventurers?
Are you just gonna go ahead and check through the bags, or you're gonna steal our stuff?
Not gonna steal anybody's stuff. You can dump it on the table. You can see it's all there. I'll look myself. My companions will stay against the wall. The thieving elves that they are. And, yeah.
I'll make this easier on you guys. Nima leaves the room, probably telling Winter to do the same, just to make things easier for Coltain.
Winter's not leaving the room.
Fine, we'll go along with this, but for the record, I find this highly offensive, and
Invasive?
I should say that I certainly don't want to be encountering you again. Not you specifically, there, Coltain. You seem to be the only reasonable person here.
Well, I assure you I can be highly unreasonable sometimes. Just usually good-heartedly unreasonable.
They set their bags down on the table.
Go ahead, dump them out.
They dump them out.
Coltane looks for any letters in the contents? Or notes, or such? What does he see? Basic adventuring gear?
Yeah, he mostly finds basic adventuring gear plus a scroll case.
Do you mind, he says, reaching for the scroll case?
I do, but I suppose you're gonna say you'll kill me if we don't let you see it, so go ahead.
No, I wouldn't say that. But he would. And he points to Winter. And she would too. And he might, but he's not talking right now, and this guy, he's really hard to predict. But that guy, I don't think he would. Anyway, so Coltane takes the scroll case, opens it up, looks inside.
Inside he finds a few crude maps, along with a few letters.
Quickly read over the letters.
The first first letter rather, is addressed to my dearest Snuggle Bunny.
Awkward.
Coltane will read that one later.
The second is addressed to my lovely, no, sorry, my horny love monkey.
Oh, this one was probably meant for that orangutan. It could be in collusion. Next one.
And yeah, there's about 3 more, and they all have similar titles or addressals. So.
Address alls, I think, might be. Anyway, so Coltane picks one at random, braces himself, and quickly reads through it to make sure it's not just being thrown off by the raunchy heading.
It's basically a letter from someone detailing how they long for the individual, the tiefling, and can't wait for them to get back home, and the various activities that they do when they get back.
Oh god. Well, Coltane blushes a bit. Puts the notes aside, takes a look at the maps. I guess, crudely drawn maps, nothing special.
There's a rough map of the Seven-Pillared Hall, a rough map of the the Nentir Vale.
The Nentir Vale. Well, not important. Coltane stacks them up, puts them back in the scroll case, puts that on the table. Says,
The pierced tiefling looks thoroughly embarrassed. His skin is even redder. Well, it would have been hard to tell, but you can directly compare it to his brother, and he's like cherry red.
Man, I really feel bad about us right now. Well, luckily it's only Coltane that's reading the letters, though.
Oh yeah, we have no idea what's in the letters. We're just like suspiciously
I'm sure that brings some comfort. That only one stranger read it, and not a whole bunch.
The most awkward of the bunch. Yes. So Coltane says, that's all that's in the bags? You wouldn't mind if I took a look in the bags?
He gives a gesture indicating, be my guest, in a somewhat rude way.
Coltane tosses the bags to Winter and Nima and says, you guys are more perceptive, just do your perception on them.
29.
Oh, that's Coltane.
find nothing else in the bag.
Okay, puts them back on the table. Says no other notes in your pockets or anything?
For crying out loud. Are you gonna ask us to take off our pants now?
Yes, says Winter.
Oh my god.
No, says Coltane. No.
Nemo rolls her eyes.
This has been the worst kind of understanding. I think maybe we'll just leave your things on the table here, and we'll go on our way, and you guys can take a moment, pack your things, and hopefully we will never see each other again. And if we do, says Winter, I'll probably kill you.
Would you mind giving us our lantern back? We can't see in the dark.
Yeah. Sure. There are candles in the other room, though, if you'd like that.
What?
Nima, says Coltane, give him the lantern.
Nima places lantern on table.
Tiefling shoots her a dirty look, grabs it.
She shoots one right back.
Well, okay. Wish I could say it was nice meeting you. Asscrack and Putin. We'll just...
Oh god.
We'll just be on our way. Yep. And
Just know that you have wronged us here today, good sir. And karma will come back to get you.
Yes. Coltane hangs his head. I'm sure it will. And he gives a dirty look to the two elves. Blinks at Massimo. Shoves
Stony stare at
Corvus.
Corvus.
Totally ignores the dwarf. Let's go. Let's go look for secrets. Find slaves. You know how it is. And yeah, I guess Jen, you did a search of the room that the gnoll was in?
I did a search in both rooms a while back.
No secrets?
Not that I was told, but things were happening at the same time, so...
Oh, did you make
Things were
rolls?
happening. So, in this room, this is a bed. This is a... God, what's the word?
Desk?
Yeah, desk.
Dice?
And the other one is a chest.
Is it a secret chest?
It's
It's
a
locked,
pretty
huh?
obvious chest. It is locked.
Ah, then we're not interested. Oh, this is up to you, Jen.
Okay, well, we should go check out the chest.
Well, no, you were already there.
Oh, like what I
Didn't
did?
Yeah.
I would have tried to open it, but it's locked, right?
It is locked, yes.
And Jen doesn't lockpick?
Not very well.
Where is the chest again?
It's in the corner.
Rect search the body of the female gnoll.
Finds a key.
Yes.
Use it on the chest! Use it on the
Rect
chest!
walks into the room and uses the key to open the chest. Or at least tries. Maybe it's not the right key, right? We don't know.
Demonic orangutan pops out of the chest.
So the
Mini
chest
Durang.
opens. Inside you find a gold necklace inlaid with diamonds and rubies, which you estimate is worth about 400 gold pieces. A jade bracelet worth 100 gold pieces, as well as 62 gold coins. And a supple black pair of gloves woven with Shadowfell thread. These are Shadowfell gloves, as you'll discover if you take some time to examine them. Their power